So what's up, people? Welcome to the What's Been Going On of this week from the 16th to the 22nd of June. And this week was a very interesting week. So I started here, in my place. I stayed here from Monday to Wednesday, so like the beginning of the week. And in this week, in this beginning, first I got the results that I got the results before that I was going to stay here, but I was waitlisting some other options. But then like at the end I will stay here 100%. Now it's for sure. So I got that in mind. So I changed some of the stuff I have in my place. So I bought some new pillows, and I'll probably get Wi-Fi here that I didn't have Wi-Fi here. It was just because since I spent most of my time outside of my place, like in the library, like I spent all day alone, like every day outside. Well, all throughout the day I was not here, and the only time I was here was in the weekends. But sometimes the weekends I was not even here, so there was like no necessity for Wi-Fi. But I like right now they'll put it next week. So like on Tuesday I got a freaking like 2-hour call with those people. Goddamn, they're complicated. They need to send me some stuff, then I need to pick it up, and then the guy needs to come at a certain time, but the guy cannot bring the stuff. I don't know. Some interesting bureaucracy, even in the electric companies here in France. And and as well, the master I'll do lets me do a part-time job. So this is something that you can have in mind. So I started I thought of applying to these part-time jobs, but they're usually difficult to get. And before, my head professor sent us like 2 opportunities, but at that time I was not even sure if I would stay here, so I didn't really pay too much attention to them. But right now I'm like, I really should have paid attention to them. But I'm saying this because in the future it comes another thing. And so on Thursday was the day I left here. So I spent the rest of the week not in my place. I went to the house with one of my friends. And this is like Thursday morning that I took a train. It was like at 6 a.m. I didn't sleep anything. I had to clean stuff. I had to cook stuff. And then I took this train from here to Marseille. Then in this train, I was half asleep. So I tried to fall asleep, but I really couldn't. But I heard in the thing, like, they're going to cancel my train because we're late. Like some connection train. So I was like, oh no. But then I get out of the train, and guess what? I see one of my classmates there that I haven't seen in 6 months because she has been in Madrid and I had been in Sweden. Like all of the people in my class, we had to do an exchange semester. And we were not very close, but right now she'll do her master somewhere else. I'll stay here. So it was great. Like I got to, then I took, and then I took the second train to go to the house of my friend. And turns out we were both in the same situation. We started from the same town, go to Marseille, and then take there to Draguignan. Well, she stayed in the train a bit longer, like some stops more, but like it was like a very big coincidence. And then we got to speak for a bit. It was like, and then the week changed, and then I got to the house of my friend on Thursday. My friends, it was me and 2 other friends. My friends got there super late. They got together at like 11 p.m. And then on Friday was like when we started actually to do cool stuff. So we went to a place called Saint Maxime, like to the beach. It's a very beautiful place. We went there inside of the beach, and we went into the town. Then we spoke to like 100 people, especially my Italian friend that's very flamboyant, especially with, interacting with other people. He loves to doing that. And then we went to freaking... this same day, Friday, we went to an amusement park that it was close to Saint Maxime, that was like for kids, but it was full of flies. Then we got back home. Then we ended up getting back home like midnight, and then a car followed us. This is so weird. A car followed us for like half an hour, and the house is like very in the middle of nowhere. And we were going back home at like midnight on a Friday in a place that doesn't have nobody. So we still are not sure if they were either human traffickers or they they were just lost and they followed the first car they saw. But it was very weird because it was for like half an hour in the middle of nowhere. So that scared us off. And then on Saturday we didn't do much, but the thing I said about the interview, about this part-time job you can do with your master, Well, guess what? I received an email of my head professor saying there's one more spot. So I like immediately, like 5 minutes after I received that email, I answered it. I emailed the company that does that will probably do this part-time job, and they answered immediately. And then they said that they were interested in me. The next week they'll do me 2 interviews. That was like, like I was scared, like, oh, I'm going to have to look for this, and it's a bit late. Like usually if you want to start in September, you have to start looking in like February, March, like very early. And right now it's June, almost July. It's for September, so like, almost July, August, and that's it. Like not a lot of time to negotiate. As well, the university closes in August, so like paperwork and I don't have much time to find one of those jobs. So getting that that opportunity to do an interview next week, it's going to be very interesting. And then so that was just on Saturday, and we went to lake. I didn't really get into lake. I don't trust lakes so much. There's a long story behind it. When I was a kid, I saw some documentaries, like little fishes that can get into your stuff. Not good, no bueno. I'm not a big fan of lakes. But after that, on Sunday, I think that was the day I had the most fun in the whole week. It was me and my 2 friends. We took the car and went to Cannes. This is amazing. Like Cannes, probably one of my favorite cities in the south of France. And then we even got into the Ritz-Carlton. So this is like the Carlton of Cannes. This is the hotel where all the celebrities in the world, well, all the actors, producers, all of this, when there is the Festival de Cannes, like the second biggest film festival in the world behind the Oscars, they stay in the same hotel. So we just got in. We didn't stay in the hotel. We just got in and walked around. Not sure if that's legal or not, but we walked there, had a nice time. Then we went to the beach of Cannes. It was completely full. I filmed a vlog. That was fun. And after that, like we stayed in the beach of Cannes like half an hour, and then it was like you couldn't do absolutely anything. So then my friend says there is another place close by called Théoule-sur-Mer. Amazing. One of the prettiest beaches I've seen in France. By far. It was so nice. We stayed there so late as well, like until 11 p.m., 10 p.m. And then we went to the beach. We had fun time. There's like a place where you can jump. It was just, we had a great time, It was summer vibes to like the peak of summer vibes, And then after that, like around 11 p.m. midnight, we went to a little town called La Gay. Not making this up, like El Gay, like something like La Gay, or like a little town close to San Maxim as well. No, close to San Rafael. And we had a pizza there, and then we drove back home, and that's the rest of the week as well. We got back super late, like 2 a.m. But yeah, this was this week. Sorry for uploading this too late. I should have loaded this on Monday, not on Wednesday. But lots of stuff happened the next week, which is part of the next what's been going on. Well, thank you a lot for watching this video, and see you next week with the next what's been going on. Oh my god, it's hot here. Bye.